Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, and today I'm back for episode number 47 of my Jim Lowry Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 16. And here we go. The Cardinals have made a trade. Matt Carpenter to the Astros for Jonathan Villar and Luke Gregerson. And, the Cardinals, we have been shopping around Matt Carpenter a little bit here leading up to the deadline, mainly because with the addition of Manny Machado, we kind of have three guys for two spots with Machado, Carpenter, and Colton Wong. So it made sense to move either Carpenter and Wong. I would have preferred if they had moved Wong just because I love Matt Carpenter as a hitter. I freaking love that guy. He is a hell of a hitter and gets on base a ton, and I just think he would be good for any team, and I prefer him over Colton Wong. But it seemed the Cardinals are pretty intent on trading Carpenter, so we did get two pieces who are going to add to our team, though. Gregerson definitely is going to help out our bullpen, which is, it's been decent so far this year, but some guys in the 70s and just some guys who I think we could upgrade upon, so I'm glad we picked up a reliever. And then Jonathan Villar, definitely going to become the everyday shortstop now, although he did not get the start in this first game here against the Giants. But still definitely going to become the everyday shortstop. And he was having a very good year at the time that we picked him up, also having a very good year in real life in a related note. But speaking of real-life baseball, I know pretty much the biggest story of the weekend, I would say, has got to be the Julio Urias debut at just 19 years old. The crazy thing is that guy is younger than me. And I think he's got to be the first guy to play baseball, to play Major League Baseball has been younger than me. Because I was born in July '96. He was born in August of '96. And honestly, that is freaking, that's nuts. And I know that's going to sound cliche to everyone. Like, of course, I am going to get older and there are going to be professional athletes who are younger than me. I think Connor McDavid's younger than me. But that's still freaking insane. I mean, I really don't know how to put that into words. And the scary thing is, I don't really think they rushed him. I mean, I know he didn't look great Friday night in his first start, but I was looking at his AAA numbers, and he struck out 44 guys just to 8 walks. His ERA was like 1.2, I think, or something ridiculous like that. He had just come off of 3 straight scoreless appearances. I mean, I know it's a small sample, but I don't really know how you can say the guy needed any more seasoning in AAA. I mean, the guy seems like he's ready, and I believe he was the number 2 prospect in baseball, as Jason Hayward, of course, does his routinely. He does that about every game at this point now, making a diving catch out there in right field. And we'll get into the gameplay here for a moment. We're taking on the Giants. As you can see, it's the 7th inning. I've still got the shutout working. It's Josh Reddick striking out on the cut fastball right there, as Lowry's been dealing so far, working potentially towards his 6th shutout of the season. It's McCutchen up now in the 8th to lead things off. Excuse me, this is not McCutchen, this is someone else, but he's going to go the other way into the right center field gap there. Center fielder Borges over to cut it off. He'll get it in quickly, but that is going to be a leadoff double, and that would actually do it for Lowry. His day would be done. The manager's going to come out and pull him, so Lowry's day is done, as I said. 7+ innings, only gave up 5 hits. The run would not come around, and the Cardinals would pick up the win 3-0. Lowry strikes out 7, no walks, and does pick up his 8th win of the year. Now simming through the rest of the month of August, we're only got one more regular season start left to make, at least that I'm going to be actually making as opposed to simulating here. So we're going to do one more game in September. Getting towards the end of September here, you can see we are not pulling away by any means in the division, but we've got a pretty nice record, 81-64, 2.5 up on Pittsburgh, 4 up on Chicago, who has really skidded here in the second half. And that's really good for us because obviously we don't want to run into a situation like we did last year where we have to win a wild card game to move on. And of course, we ended up not winning that game because we had to run up against Clayton Kershaw, and that is what you expose yourself to if you do not win your division. So really important that we do try and win our division. And we're taking on the upstart Braves in this episode. They are actually first place in the NL East, I believe, at this point in the season. I think they actually had a better record than we did, but anyway, a nice double play turn right there. You can take a look at the Braves lineup. And really, I mean, it's got to be their pitching that has been carrying them because I don't really see how that lineup has led a team to 20 games over 500 already. But either way, you can see Freddie Freeman going down on the high fastball. And now here we go, bottom 2. Lowry from the windup, 0-2 count. Chisenhall grounds this one back to Lowry. He fields it cleanly, quick throw to first in time. And Lowry picks up an infield assist right there. Now here we go, bottom 2, 1-2 count. And that is going to be another strikeout this time on the cut fastball. Definitely been working that cut fastball up and in a little bit more in the last couple episodes. Now Drew Stubbs up another fastball. And try to go back to the fastball a little bit more in this game just because I think I'd kind of been getting away from using that as an out pitch. Once again, here's another strikeout, this time on the cut fastball. But, I've been trying to get guys with changeups and sliders and off-speed stuff, but quite often, Lowry's best strikeout pitch is much like Jacob deGrom's best strikeout pitch, just that 98, 99 mile an hour heat, up and in, sometimes up and away, definitely up in the zone, though. You want to be able, especially up and in, because if you ride with that up and in, that's really going to get on the hitter fast. He's going to have to get his hands around quickly. But anyway, Atlanta actually gets a run home here, making it a 3-1 ball game. Now bottom 3, it is Cameron Maben up, and he goes down looking. Another strikeout for Lowry once again on the fastball. That one proving to be his out pitch of choice so far this afternoon. Now Freeman up, he's behind 0-2, and I think you guys know what's coming next. Yes, sir, another fastball, another strikeout. Now a 2-2 count to Drew Stubbs. This time it's the off-speed stuff, 90-mile-an-hour slider right there in the dirt, fooled Stubbs. Another strikeout for Lowry, and then here he is at the dish, laying down a drag bunt here, and it actually caught the second baseman off guard, and Lowry's going to be safe. Yes, sir, a drag bunt infield single? I think so. And then take a look at the heads-up base running here. I'm going to steal second as I really shouldn't call this heads up because if anything I should have been breaking with the guy, but I get credit for a stolen base there, which is pretty funny. So not only a bunt hit, but also a stolen base for Lowry in the same inning. And then he's going to do a little two-blend here, running into an out on the base pass. Not my smartest decision there. I did get held up by the third base coach and probably should have listened, but anyway, it does not matter when you're pitching as well as I am. Here is going to be a nice 4-6-3 double play. Actually, not in time. Excuse me. That's going to set up runners on first and third for Maben now with 2 down. And Maben's going to rip one down the left field line. That's good for a base hit. Another run will come around and score. And then it's going to set up second and third now with 2 outs for the next batter. Another chance here for more runs from the Braves, but it's Freeman flying at this one to left, and this one should be playable for Guerrero. And he will make the play good for the third and final out of the inning. So there we go. Lowry works out of the jam. Now on to the bottom of the 7th, skipping ahead a little bit here. This one is a diving stop by Wong to second for 1 on to first. Not in time, but still a great play nonetheless. And then later in the inning now with 2 down, it is Andrelton Simmons at the dish. He lines one, but a leaping grab of the shortstop right there, and that would retire the side. Now on to the bottom half of the 8th. The leadoff hitter is up 1-0 count. He's going to rip one towards the right center field. That one is back, and that is going to grab some wall there. One hopping up off the wall. Hayward over to field it. He gets it in, but it's a leadoff double once again for the second straight game. And once again, for the second straight game, that leadoff double will be it for Lowry. His day would be done. Kevin Segrist on now. And we are going to wrap up the day. 7 innings pitched. That run would come around and score. So 3 earned runs tagged to Lowry. And unfortunately would not get a no decision. But anyway, we do pick up the win as a team nonetheless. And that is really what counts. So now, taking a look at Lowry's final couple starts here of this season. We had 2 more starts after that one. And a couple pretty good ones here. This one was a 13-inning strike, or not a 13-inning, a 13 strikeout performance. The other was a 9-inning shutout. So pretty good way to end off the season. And there we go, 91 wins, good for the division title. So we are going to be moving on to the NLDS. I'm going to be doing the entire postseason in the next episode, so I hope you guys are going to be excited for that. I have not played it yet, so I am looking forward to it. The Giants are going to be our opponent, and it should be a good series. So anyway, taking a look at some of the final teams, final individual statistics, I should say, wanting to see where Lowry fell in the various categories, and you can see here ending 5th, or tied for 4th, I should say, in runs scored, and 2nd in pitching WAR, which is pretty nice to see. We would not win the Cy Young, I don't believe, unless we find that out at the end of the postseason, but I think we would have found out by now. And taking a look at its final regular season stats, pretty impressive numbers from Lowry. Definitely his best full season. And really, ever since being picked up by St. Louis, he has come into his own. I don't know whether it is just the fact that he's pitching in the NL now, or if he's really just gotten better ever since being moved to St. Louis. But who knows? Either way, definitely performing as well as he ever has. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.